But we're moving on because this Saturday is the Royal Rumble match. So many surprises, so many things in store. And once again, our 316 pop out to the 316 space at Culture 316 on Twitter. I'm not calling it X, I'm calling it Twitter. Pop out to Twitter 15 minutes before showtime. You don't want to miss it. But we got some predictions. All right, we're going to start from the bottom of this card because there's only 4 matches, I think. It's only 4 matches, right? Number 1, we're going to start with the fatal 4-way match for the for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We got LA Knight versus AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. Who do we have?
I don't see Roman losing the belt till Mania. As much as I want, hey, nothing you could say to win.
He doesn't even have a name, just a theme song. Oh, and it wasn't even his most recent one. It wasn't even his most recent one.
He said
it was not even. It wasn't even about the voices in his head. It was just Evolution Randy. That's. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
The glitter falling down.
Yo, the glitter. What was it? The glitter fireworks. Them joints was tough. I'm not gonna lie. They need to bring those back. But first of all, before I give my prediction, I probably already did. But before I really dive into my prediction, can we just commend the job that Nick Aldis has done as the on-screen SmackDown general manager? You want to talk about standing on business? This man is the poster child for standing on business. Paul Heyman came out there and said, my client doesn't want to sign this contract. He said, I bet. Well, we got 3 participants, and if nobody signs this contract, it'll just be a triple threat for the vacant WWE Universal title. I'm like, you better stand. He said that that boy got some hardcore country in him. If you know, you know. But I love Nick Aldis, but I do think that Roman Reigns is going to win the title. I see him going to WrestleMania with this title. Moving on, United States Championship, Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. Who do we have?
Logan Paul. I feel like Logan Paul is someone that the WWE fancies so much that like I also don't see him losing it for a while because he's someone where you could place him with really like anybody and it's gonna be a Mania match. Like he's very talented. So yeah, I'm gonna say Logan Paul.
I'm gonna go with Logan Paul too. Also, fun thing, somebody suggested on the internet that Logan Paul, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory be a faction, and I'm not against it. Not against it.
The army of douches, honestly, it works.
AOD, not AOP, AOD. But
I like it. We're going with it.
AOD, we're going with that. Now, moving on, Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, I'm letting y'all know right now, I feel like this is the most anticipated Rumble match out of the 2. Matter of fact, I can't even say that because the build for the men's Rumble match has been so good, as well as the women's, that there is one doesn't outweigh the other, but there are, I feel like, going to be some heavy surprises in this one. I want to know not just who your pick is, surprise return. Who do you think is going to return to WWE at the Royal Rumble?
I think we're going to see returns and debuts because we have yet to see Jade Cargill in action. And I feel like if you really wanted to showcase something she could do that's simple, because she's still learning, you know, like she did wrestle in AEW, but she's still learning. And I feel like if you want to showcase her, even if she gets thrown out, you know, you could have her come out, have her do some big girl moves, and then have 3 people try to like throw her out. And then it doesn't hurt her because it's like, well, it took 3 people to like jump her and get her out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Jade Cargill's definitely coming. I feel like it would make sense to see some NXT faces that has been down there for a while, even if they do get tossed out. So I mean, it could be a debut, cannot be a debut. Like some faces that I just feel like that they're pretty much high on. Cora J got injured, otherwise I feel like she'd be in there. Hope
Mm.
she recovers. By the way, that sucked for her. Um, I feel like Roxanne already popped up. I would love to see Kiana. I would love to see Kiana pop up. I love her so much. She's so good. I'm very surprised they wouldn't have already had Nikita in there just because of the
Mm.
way she looks being thrown in there. But I feel like you could see a few NXT faces. Carmella just gave birth not too long ago, so I don't think they're gonna have her come back. No, she's fired. She's fired. My bad. Alexa Bliss gave birth.
Carmella?
She's not fired. I thought Carmella got released.
I don't think
I was
so.
thinking
I don't think so.
I,
Don't
I
quote me
thought
on
she
it. I
got
just don't think so.
released. Yeah, I thought she got released and then she gave birth. I know Alexa Bliss, she's still employed, but she also gave birth. 'Cause I was thinking about like returns, but and then I'm thinking about old faces. I know they mentioned Michelle's coming. That already was spoiled. And I'm not mad. A lot of people are hating on Michelle coming. I'm like, bro, Michelle looks great. She
She does.
wrestles just as good as before. And to be honest, I would love to see her like actually like have a run the same way Trish and Lita did because like again, she always was a very good talker. She was a very good champion to me. I loved her in a faction, and I feel like she does her little thing every single year for the Rumble, and it's just fun. Fun, fun,
Mm-hmm.
fun. I don't know what other legends you would have besides having Trish and Lita pop up and the same old, same old. Um, I don't know if Melina could get her knees straight for once, that'd be great. Um, I would like to see Melina because we only saw her for 5 seconds. We were robbed. But the return that I'm eyeballing, I don't care if I'm delusional. I'm going to be delusional till Saturday. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Mercedes, put on your best wig. Glue it down. Glue it the fuck down. And I'm gonna need you to pull up. I've been dehydrated. I've been sick to my stomach since you left. Yes, my water goddamn dehydrated Mercedes. Okay, stop playing with me. Stop playing
Mm.
with me and come back. Come back and have a little stare down with Bailey before she wins.
Mm.
I answered your
That'd be a
question.
nice moment. So I'm gonna go with this. Jesus, I'm gonna go with this. So as far as people coming up from NXT, definitely see Roxanne popping out. Cora Jade is injured, so I don't see her popping out, but I definitely see Lash Legend, perhaps. Um, but yeah, those are the two like NXT folk. Blair Davenport. Now, as far as
Yeah.
returns, Mercedes obviously is ideal, right? I would love for Mercedes to come back. The woman that I think is going to for sure make a return to WWE is Trinity. Trinity just finished up
I just
with
forgot. Sorry. I just
Trinity just you're good. I was about to say I don't know what was behind you. But Trinity just finished up with TNA. She just dropped the Knockouts World title to Jordan Grace. And apparently she's been WWE bound for a little bit now that TNA officials are aware of that. I think we're gonna see Jade. But I know for sure I feel like we're gonna see Trinity. Now, my pick for the Rumble. I think I think that Bailey, well, I'm not gonna give up your pick. I think Bailey's gonna win. I think Bailey's gonna win the Rumble. Um, I would love to see her and Io at Mania, and I would love to kind of see that tension in Damage Control kind of ensue. What were we gonna say?
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Should I agree? Like I didn't say why I wanted Bailey, but you're explaining it already. So keep going.
Mm. But yeah, that's my women's pick. But now on to the men's Royal Rumble. I don't think that there's going to be any surprise returns or debuts. I think we kind of already know who's involved. However, the build has been so crazy for this. I don't know if we're going to see Drew, if we're going to see Cody, if we're going to see CM Punk. I mean, we know they're going to be in the Rumble. I don't know if they're going to win.
Mm.
But Mo, I want to know your pick first. Since I went first on my women's pick, I want to know your men's pick.
I actually went first for the women, but honestly, I feel like they're gonna give it to Punk. Um,
Mm.
Because they got reparations to pay that man back. And I just feel like what better way than to give him the Rumble and let him consult with them afterwards on how he wants to be booked from now until Mania. And pretty
Hmm.
much give him what he wants. If you want to keep this man here and not, provoke him to want to fight other people or other bosses, push people into monitors. But I'm just saying, I think that Punk would be a very fun pick to win the Rumble. The promos would be great, and if not, I mean, you said Cody. I mean, I would love to give Cody something. But
Mm,
Cody already won last year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
mm.
I
Cody, yeah,
don't.
Cody won last year. Cody won last year for sure.
He won last year. Um, the excitement won't be as big if he won again this year. I feel like part of the Rumble and having a winner and selecting a winner is choosing someone that is really going to get the crowd excited. So I think Bailey winning won't get the crowd super over the moon, but I feel like getting CM Punk to win will get the crowd over the moon. That's going to be that moment where they're going to have pictures, screenshots, clips, and all that stuff, reels that are going to be posted all
Hmm.
across the board. People will not stop sharing it. Yo, they've got CM Punk back and he won the Royal Rumble. Who would have freaking thought? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think that it makes sense to go with him, but I love the idea that for once you it's oh well, it could go to Punk, but it also could go to Cody because that makes sense. It could go to Drew because it also makes sense. I love that because it's been a minute since we actually had a good shakeup and it wasn't so painfully obvious. But I'm standing 10 toes down that they're giving it to Punk mainly because they're trying to keep him happy.
I can feel that. However, I was locked in on the possibility of CM Punk being the Royal Rumble winner, but after the segment that happened on Monday night, I think Cody and Punk at Mania is likely. I don't know. I think Cody and Punk at Mania is likely. I could see one eliminating one and then the other assisting eliminating the other. But my pick for the Rumble is Gunter. I think
I forgot about that one.
that
Well, I didn't forget
I
about him, but
think
yeah.
yeah. I mean, in the context of who can win the Rumble, it was you were just oh well, he's gonna be in it, but I don't think he's gonna win it. Last year, it came down to Cody and Gunter. And I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on Gunter because it's oh, he's the Intercontinental Champion. But this segment that they had on Monday, it kind of pointed at the possibility of a Seth Gunter match at Mania. Because of his injury, we don't know the timetable of his return. We don't know how healthy Seth is going to be. But let's just hypothetically say that Seth is still injured after a month. He wants to go to Mania, right? Who is the most realistic guy that can squash Seth Rollins? Gunter. I feel like he's been so powerful and so over as the Intercontinental Champion that if you put Seth and Gunter in a match that isn't super long and Gunter just dominates him so that Seth can pack it up, get healed, I can believe you with Gunter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
But
makes
that's my
sense.
pick. I'm going to have to go with Gunter as the winner of the 2024
Gunther needs
Men's
a big
Rumble.
boy belt.
He does. He does. But let us know in the comments how you feel. Who are your predictions? Who do you think is going to go on to win the Royal Rumble? Let us know in the comments below.